avant.
Hiya, so, first question, has anyone here been to France?
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, quite a lot of you.
Where have you been?
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux. Very nice, very nice.
Anyone else?
Normandy.
Normandy.
Paris.
Paris, very nice. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you all like places?
Oui.
Now, I know this is a bit of a strange question, but did anyone go and see the cemeteries? Did you notice how the graves are above ground rather than underneath? Yeah,
Yes.
we'd like you to keep that in mind for the story, okay?
What's wrong, Marcus?
Well, I haven't been to France.
You've never been to France? Oh, okay. Unlike me, I've been to France about 70 times now. First it was the house, and then the yacht on the Mediterranean. Oh, many years there with Daddy and the family. Oh, it's fabulous. Oh yes, and how could I forget? The apartment in Paris. Weekends, just tripping over to France.
Which was amazing, wasn't it, darling?
Is there a problem?
No, nothing.
Oh, well, as I was saying, oh yes, the apartment. Yes, I think we'll just go. What are you doing?
Let's just get on with the story.
Okay, all right.
Toc, 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 quelqu'un frappe à votre porte. Toc, 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 quelqu'un vous parle avant.
Now, on the streets of New Orleans, even now, the children sing this song.
Knock, 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 someone's knocking at your door. Knock, 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 someone you've heard about before.
At Mardi Gras, the streets fill with festival, and children play elaborate games of knock knock,
Run!
in costume and mask.
But this story is a lot older than you all may think.
It has travelled for many miles and down even more years.
Talk, 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 talk. Oulala!
En France!
Bonjour, Well, our story is set in a small village by the sea called Piana, where the rocky mountains flow into the beautiful sea. And every morning, the bakery breaks the most beautiful bread, and the smell flows down the cobble streets, so everybody knows when it's ready.
Qui? Qui? Amongst the friendly villagers. Bonjour! Bonjour!
Mwah.
It's a miserable,
Yeah.
twisted,
Yeah.
old man and a young girl, cut off from the world, praised for the one thing she never had, love. What?
What made the man so heartless and twisted?
I don't know.
Well, I tell you if you listen. Anyway, why was the young girl forced to work till her fingertips bled in agony?
Pourquoi?
In the village, they used to bury their dead above ground in stone caskets. Now, you may ask why. Well, they used to bury their dead underground, but this soon became known as an
Improper burial.
This was because they had terrible storms in this village, and this would turn the ground to marsh, including the graveyard. Now, the villagers were very superstitious. They were worried that the dead
Les morts!
would come back to haunt them.
Lies! It's just Marcus. Fool.
But the old man, he wasn't always this miserable. He was once very happy, and him and his wife were expecting their first child.
The anticipated day finally arrived, and the mother gave birth to a beautiful young girl, whom they named
Therese.
Teresa.
But unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse. The mother became very ill.
She became weaker and weaker, until eventually death came knocking at her door.
Now, the father resented Teresa for taking away the love of his life.
Teresa was made to work from an early age on the docks of the village to make her father the money.
It was splitting ropes to make fishnets.
She was never allowed to stop, even when the rope cut through her palms and blood poured from them.
Now, eventually Teresa became of a courting age.
Oh!
She was ready to get married. Many of the local villagers saw past the rags and unwashed skin and saw a beautiful girl that will one day make a loving bride. Unfortunately, she wasn't allowed to speak to anyone in the village because of her father. It was like a shadow hanging over her.
Now one night, Teresa plucked up the courage to go to her father's chamber. Talk, talk, talk!
Papa, Papa, c'est moi. Ouvrez la porte, Papa.
Father, it's me. Open the door. I want to talk with you.
No, jamais.
No, never.
You'll never get your hands on my money over my dead body.
But Teresa would return night after night, only to get the same response. Talk! 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 Now, the village was going through a rough patch, and there was signs of diseases such as cholera and fever. I'm only ill, but we've got performance.
Quickly, Teresa
Finished.
Okay, well, Teresa quickly picked up one of these diseases. She became very ill.
So she went to her father to seek help.
Just be the door then.
Talk, talk, talk! Papa, Papa, please let me in. I'm bad sick.
Get back to work, girl.
Talk, talk, talk! Papa, please send for the healer.
All you want is my money, and that'll be over my dead body.
Eventually, Teresa became really ill, to the point that when she coughed, all that came out was blood.
Again?
Teresa, unfortunately, had knocked for the very last time, and she was found the next morning, curled upon the ground, clutching for any heat that she possibly could. But all that was left was just a trail of blood down the side of her cheek.
Now, when her father discovered the news, all he did was drag her cold body to the graveyard.
When he got there, he dug her grave.
He buried her under the ground. Now this was seen as an
Improper burial!
That night, a terrible storm hit the... That doesn't work, does it? I think we need a bit of atmosphere, don't we?
I
yeah.
It's come to that time. So I think we'll all need you to help. So I'll go. A terrible storm hit the village, and you can all probably on the tables watch your drinks because I'm not buying you a new one. So a terrible storm hit the village. The ground turned to marsh, and rivers of mud flowed down the streets of the village. Every day turned marsh, including the graveyards. Now, Teresa's dead body began to rise from the ground.
That night, her father was at home counting his money
Un, deux, trois.
when he heard a knock at the door.
Talk!
He told whoever to
Go away!
and went back to counting his money.
Un, deux, trois.
And another knock sounded.
Talk! He went towards the door, opened it, but there was no one there. Stupid kids!
He continued to count his coins.
4, 5, 6, talk!
Nobody was there.
He shut the door, but this time, as he did, a cold breeze flew in.
And the candlelight went out. He tried to make his way back to his seat, but it was too dark.
He could hear footsteps. They got faster and stopped.
He then heard a familiar sound. It was the sound of his money. someone else was in the room with you.
That's when he heard it. A voice that made the hair on the back of his neck stand up.
Papa? Papa, it's me, Therese. Papa? Papa?
The next morning, the villagers heard the commotion, so decided to go to the man's house. They walked up to it. The door was slightly open, so they pushed it. And inside was the man on his chair, his hair gone white, his eyes widened, and with a total expression of fear upon his face.
And over was his daughter, Therese, clutching her father's coins, finally, with a smile upon her face.
Over his dead body.
Now, the village decided to use the father's money to give Teresa a proper burial.
They gave her a whitewash vault with flowers spread around it.
But there wasn't enough money to bury the father. So like Teresa, he was buried under the ground. Now this was an
Improper burial. And now, if a storm passes through the village and they hear 3 knocks at the door, tock, 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 the villagers know not to answer. Le fan.